This video is sponsored by QA Gaming Store. If you're a big fan of mobile games for a cheaper price like I am from the past, then I would suggest this Discord server. Basically, this Discord server can help you a lot, and it does multiple games such as Dragalia Lost, Fire Emblem Heroes, WWE Supercore, Azure Lane, Pokemon Masters, 7 Deadly Sins, and even One Piece Thousand Storm. If you're a big fan of mobile games being cheaper price, you want to message this guy right there, and you just want to type, I was sent by Draconic Aura, which is my Discord server slash username. And if you tell him that, then basically I get a friendship increase with him, and possibly he can actually give me lower prices in the future. So make sure you join the Discord server today, leaving the link in the description down below, and tell him that I actually sent you there. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for sponsoring this video. Hey guys, so today I am going to be making a new series titled Paralyzed Lost Media Volumes. In this series, I will be focusing on any pieces of lost media regarding to music, video games, films, and even the most obscure media that even has little to no information at all. So, today we're going to be diving into the volume 1 of the series Paralyzed Lost Media. And for those who aren't aware what this series is and how I made this series up, it's about a planet, also known by Lost Media, is in the state of a paralyzed. Basically means that it's stuck there. It is up to us, Lost Media finders, to restore time back in its place. Like how it worked in the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Time, Darkness, and Sky series. You know, like AstraGrovyle the Thief, for example, in trying to save the world. So today, we're going to go over Paralyzed Lost Media Volume 1. So, let's get this thing started. Here is a game where nobody talks about it so much, but I had to explain some things. And it is pretty famous of its Japanese culture attribute. A video game titled Hatsune Miku was a series of Japanese rhythm games, and it was developed by Sega. In collaboration with Croton Feature Media, the series makes use of the Vocaloid software, a virtual voice synthesizer, and songs were created by using the Vocaloid software engine. What's weird is that somewhere in 2008, there was a new project Sega announced. It was to be titled Project Diva, and the website of it was released somewhere in 2008, along with new content that was going to be featured in the game. But apparently, after some research of purposes only, it turns out that on the game on September 2008, the demo of the game was apparently leaked, and it was quickly taken down by Sega. The demo would have contained 5 songs, and the animations were much choppier than the final version. And that would change, and I do quote, Spire. What does Spire even mean, into my knowledge? Well, if I figure out what Spire would have mean, it's probably to be mean by the Japanese culture being as a musical instrumental performances of the note to different things such as star, music, and even notes. Sega had different plans than what appeared in the final version of the game. What really means is that people were getting very excited, and the following things that features would get like a normal PlayStation 3 and an Xbox 360 game would get by the following: free DLC, also known by downloadable content, an online versus mode, and even a story mode at one point. In the Tokyo Game Show in 2008, Sega showed off the premiere/preview of the game, which would have come out of the game, and it featured a preview, new modules, and characters who were created by the time, Kakamaru, Ren, and even Lin at one point. And even a new animation was created for the game, which appeared to be motion capture like in the final. Most of the songs were featured on the website, And I mentioned earlier that Tokyo Game Show in 2008, which is a really long time, as in the year of 2020. This has been lost nearly more than 10 years ago. There were a total of 5 songs that were in the demo, but supposedly it was told by a Project Diva forum art that it was additionally added 3 songs to the demo, which is stated unknown, and it doesn't even have any details if the songs were even uploaded to YouTube or any archives, and none of the screenshot songs were even released. Then, on a Project Diva Net forum thread around 2014, a user there goes by the name STO0M3 started a thread on the beta and claimed that someone in fact did leak the demo back in 2008, and it was available for a short period of time. Then, someone replied to him that a certain iOS, which I don't think that's meaning the device, like an Apple phone for example, is needed to be in which it is exactly of a size of 143 megabytes in size by using a Usenet, a discussion platform, but it was eventually asked you to exit out of the game. The video was over 13 minutes long and just showed a preview footage and not even a full leak that's known to exist. Like, all it is just a short preview of the game demo. Not even the demo nor the ROM file is known to exist. And there's even lots of screenshots of the beta build of the game. Like, even a trailer was even shown at one point. Like, players wanted to play the demo before it was even came out. This demo is a complete mystery, to be honest. And as of I'm writing this video, it is considered a mystery on why this demo is even disappearing. As of me right now, I am going to be marking this piece of lost media as the term quote-unquote loss. On February 9, 2003, Cartoon Network released a special titled Carcinogens Nba All-Star Slam, which is a marathon where it focuses on NBA people getting an interview from their favorite Cartoon Network characters and introduced to some of the best cartoons featuring those characters throughout the day. Then, after it was completed, it led up to the tip-off of their sister network TNT. Cartoon Network was known for doing once or twice events, and there are some things that Cartoon Network even did as early as 1992. One of the few examples that Cartoon Network has done was basically the run for the Cartoon Network's president, which ran twice, which one of the winners ended up being Scooby-Doo as one of them, and the other one being known as Ed. And even Cartoon Network City was even at one point, even though the bumpers were still lost to this date. There are so many events that Cartoon Network has done in the past, such as, JBVO, which is a spin-off series of AstraGrovyle, who is basically can turn out to be a sequel to the series. Basically, it's a different event, and it ran at 12 p.m. all the way to 6 p.m. And it basically was important to the stories of the game, where kids would watch cartoons all day, and then if kids like basketball, that they would watch with their family on this game. This is very mysterious why this is completely lost media. And as of the interviews that were shown, there was only a total of 13 interviews that is known to exist. And even some of them, there was only like 5 interviews that were found. And not even the infamous one by basketball players. I think just what it does is that CN people, like the CN characters, will talk to the All-Star players about just a short interview on why it's their favorite characters and stuff like it. 5 episodes were uploaded by a user known by Captain BZ, and this is really a spare work that Cartoon Network ever did this for a second time. This is previously not an event that this was never happened. And it was basically a one-time thing only, and it only ran once in its entire lifespan. Out of the 8 missing interviews that were completely lost, the one interview that actually caught my eye for my attention, and yeah, this is something that this has never been done before. One of the interviews that actually caught everyone's interest is Jamil Mashbrown and Buttercup from the Powerpuff Girls, a new show that was released that came out in 1998, originally known by the Whoop-Ass Girls. While the others came out a long time ago, the following interviews that were completely lost to its time as the following people: Elton Brand, Michael Reed, LaTanya Sparrow, Alan Houston, Jason Terry, Baron Davis, Richard Jefferson, and Jamil Mashburn, the one I just talked about. But whatever was ceased to be the release is pretty unknown during the time, but at least we're getting somewhere to the status of this lost media. So, to mark this lost media, it is going to be marked as partially found. Fire Emblem Heroes was released worldwide on February 7, 2017, making the game considerably the best mobile game of all times. The story plot would have focused on Anna, Alphonse, and Sharena, and even the Summoner yourself, who will go on the quest to save the kingdom of Asgard from dangerous places, such as if Move the Spell, Death, and even Dolkeners, also known by Dark Fairies at one point. And if you haven't heard of Book 4 as if Anti-Fairies, then you're completely wrong. The game would have focused on meeting all the Fire Emblem characters all in one place, such as Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon released back in 1990, to all the way into 2019's game title, Fire Emblem Three Houses. When a YouTube channel goes by Nintendo Mobile, starting uploading videos on their trailers, make videos both in sub and dub formats, but something happened pretty darkly. And this was explained by the voice actor of Faye the Owl, who goes by the name Kimberly Tinore, explained in her Twitter post it was confirmed that the Nintendo of America has ultimately decided that they will record the Faye channel in the United States of America going forward, which they didn't tell us in the videos from the Japanese cutscenes. Explains that a new voice actor will be taking over. The new voice actor for Faye as of currently right now is obviously Cassandra Lee Morris, which is the voice actor of Morgania from Persona 5 and Sophus from Fire Emblem Three Houses. But let's talk about some real lost media. Nintendo Mobile of Japan has a very interesting and intriguing history of deleting old trailers because of the game was progressively moving forward. And while the dub did not get their videos deleted, it is no wonder why the Japanese videos did not get deleted all of a sudden. Nobody knows why these videos were deleted, nor got the views it needed to continue onwards on this platform. But somewhere between when Book 3 was starting to get good, all the cutscenes from Book 3, Book 2, and even Book 1 from the Japanese channel in the sub was deleted off of YouTube. It was deleted off quietly from the channel for some time now. And somewhere in the piece of light of day, it was all saved. On November 13th, 2019, a YouTuber who goes by the name Phoenix Master 1 has updated all the cutscenes for both English and the Japanese version of saving it from being lost. He even confirms that he did it like a Blu-ray like you actually watch a Blu-ray on a DVD who would do 60 frames per second, which is amazing for him to even through. But the trailers for older Faye videos from Book 1 and 2 from both sub, my mistake. Like, what happened to Book 1 and Book 2? Like, what happened? Like, I know the dub of these two books still exists and are easily to be found, but what happened to the sub version of them? They are completely lost to this date. And as of today, even Book 3, and they decided to add a new book, and there was only one cutscene for Book 4, actually 2 cutscenes, were released so far. And as a man would say, that there has to be more videos from Fire Emblem Heroes to ever be found. And it could be something that this could have been done in one day. So, as of right now, as I'm me running this video, I would say from the fake video trailers from the Japanese games, as in subcategory, I'm going to be marking this down as partially found. Are we seriously not done with this yet? Oh, is there one more piece of lost meat we gotta go over? What could this last slot be? Are we seriously doing this? Okay, let's do this. Well, let's go over the lost pilot of Jimmy Two Shoes, who had a different audiences before it turned into a children's show. Well, it wasn't. Let's go over. If you haven't heard of this show before, then let me briefly explain to you. Jimmy Two Shoes was an animated children's series that ran from 2009 till 2011. It was created by Edward K. and Sean Scott. And this series was about a 14-year-old boy who lives in a town known by Miseryville, an area where it's filled with doom and misery to make sure that Jimmy would stay miserable. Sounds really dark from the title's description already. Well, is there any lost media of Jimmy Two Shoes we gotta go over? Well, we have the entirety of Season 1 and Season 2 were found uploaded, but there is one piece of media that is still completely missing from its existence, and it is very interesting for me to see into the mystery. There is a pilot episode for the series, and it was created back in 2006. 2006. Out of all the years they created this in 2006. And the premises of the pilot was dramatically differently from the final version. And it was revealed that the shows originally intended to be an older audiences. And the series was originally to be taking place in hell. Yeah, like hell. Heaven or hell. Basically one of the two things. And the main antagonist, who goes by the name of Lucifer, Lucifer in Halloween was supposed to be the spirit of a serial killer who was sent to hell. According to Edward K., the co-creator of Jimmy Two Shoes, and Phil Posema, the original designer of the concept of the pilot, was actually a 6-minute non-air demo mode. It was paid by one of the investors, and this was originally made as an exclusive Teletoons production for the studios. Toon's demographic at the time, before it was aired on many other places in the United States. The hell references and other mature aiming for a more concessionaire markets. And once Disney XD, also known by Disney, came on board with this, they were aiming this to be more of a children's show. It was speculation that Charles Scratcha, the voice of Jimmy, and Jessica DeCentral was the voice of Heloise. And Kate confirmed that Cody Dorman indeed did voice Jimmy during the demo. And it is unknown who voiced Heloise and who voices Lucifer in its pitch demo. It is unknown during the time. But let's go over the plot of this 6-minute demo. And just to warn you guys, this is dark. Completely dark. The plot would have been about Tashishin character Jimmy, who getting hit by a bus. After the accident, Jimmy then dies of his injuries, and it was sent to hell by a complete accident. To Jimmy, hell seems to be a wonderfully fun place. Though that's not quite what it's meant to be. The existence of this demo is well known, and it indeed did exist, with according to the creator Edward K., was not distributed to them since the producers fear that this would be leaked. And there were lots of graphical screenshots were released, which I can't really show you guys that, but I can give you some of the older designs. There were some concept early sketches / concept art, and things would have become a little bit too differently, such as Heloise became green skin until she was changed to a more like a human style. And even Lucifer was even stayed in there. And there were even plans to add BZ at one point during the pilot episode. And it is unknown if BZ even attempted to appear in the pilot episode, or even sketches of an early commercial even appeared during this time. I mean, at least the characters' names were changed, except for Lucifer, which, well, actually, Lucifer did stay, but it was confirmed that because it's a children's show, Jimmy calls him Lucy instead, which it makes sense. Like, it's a kid's show, so obviously it does make sense. And Jimmy gets hurt all the time, and Lucius Hamus the Seventh. But it is unknown if BZ was even added to the pilot, which makes it very mysterious. There was only one screenshot that was revealed that this could be the earliest design of BZ was reused at one point in a Pacific episode. But you can see all the other early sketches could have been pure on side notes on some episodes of the pilot episode. The Jimmy Two Shoes pilot episode, unfortunately, is going to be status as then currently that a YouTube channel who goes by the name L Supersonic Q's video does explain pretty well, which I will leave his link in the description down below. As writing this video of Jimmy Two Shoes pilot, it is pretty seemingly that this will never be found. But if it does get found, then I'm pretty interested on how intriguing how this works. Like, how did Jimmy and Heloise even start a relationship like that? Did the relationship happen in the pilot episode? Or did it actually happen in the official first episode of the series? Considering the status, placing Jimmy Two Shoes as the status of right now as status loss. And there is Paralyzed Lost Media Volume 1. Volume 2 is considered to be coming up at the end of December. So if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, keep the bell notification on. And thank you guys for watching, and take care, and night-night.